Instead of selling your hours for a paycheck, you need to turn your expertise into a modular asset that plugs into the global digital economy. I'm going to show you how to re-engineer your skills so you become immune to local downturns and capture disproportionate wealth using AI-driven systems. Most people are still playing by the old rules of job security while the global value chain is being completely rewritten. You aren't a worker anymore. You are a portable suite of high-value components that can be deployed anywhere in the world at a moment's notice. Stop worrying about layoffs and start building a career that functions like a software plugin, leveraging specialized knowledge to bypass traditional corporate gatekeepers forever. Imagine a career where a single company's failure has zero impact on your bank account because your skills are engineered for the global market. Today, we are dismantling the outdated concept of employment and rebuilding your professional identity as a modular asset. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use artificial intelligence to decouple your income from your time and thrive in the modern digital landscape. If you are ready to break free from traditional corporate dependency, smash that subscribe button right now. We deconstruct the cutting edge of tech, career architecture, and scale every single week. Drop a comment below with the words modular asset if you are ready to plug into the network. Let's break down the shift. Section 1. The systematic death of traditional employment. Let's look at the absolute structural collapse of the legacy corporate ladder. For generations, the wealth blueprint was simple. Get an education, secure a position at a stable company, collect a steady paycheck, and climb the ranks over 30 years. But as we navigate the economic landscape of 2026, that traditional employment model isn't just outdated, it is actively dangerous. When you tie your entire financial survival to a single company, you are making a massive, unhedged bet on their operational efficiency, their leadership's competence, and their industry's stability. If that company mismanages its capital, pivots its product line, or gets disrupted by a lean AI competitor, your single source of income vanishes overnight. The reality of the modern corporate structure is that it views human labor as a monolithic, inflexible overhead cost. When a macroeconomic downturn hits, companies do not look to optimize their workers. They look to slice their headcount to protect profit margins. If your career identity is tied to a specific job title at a specific local company, you are a localized node of vulnerability. You are trading your long-term financial sovereignty for the short-term illusion of safety. The global market doesn't reward loyalty anymore. It rewards agility, extreme specialization, and systemic integration. To survive, you must stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a standalone software infrastructure. Section 2. Defining the modular asset architecture. So, what does it mean to transform your career into a modular asset? To understand this concept, we have to look at how modern software engineering works. Developers no longer build massive, single-block applications from scratch. Instead, they use an architecture composed of microservices and APIs. They build small, highly specialized code modules that do one specific task flawlessly, like processing a payment or authenticating a user. These modules are modular because they can be instantly plugged into any software system across the globe via a universal data hook. Your career needs to operate on this exact same blueprint. A modular asset is your specialized, high-value technical skill set or operational framework packaged into a portable, independent format. Instead of presenting yourself to the world as a generic marketing manager or an operations analyst, you re-engineer your professional identity into a suite of high-value components. You become the specific engine that automates customer acquisition pipelines, or the precise asset that restructures supply chain data for international compliance. By defining your value this way, you cease to be dependent on a single corporate host. You become a highly flexible plug-in that can be injected into the global value chain at a moment's notice, servicing multiple international nodes simultaneously. Section 3. Navigating the global value chain. Once you modularize your skill set, your addressable market completely explodes. You are no longer restricted to the geographic boundaries of your local city or the specific hiring budgets of your country's corporate firms. You are now operating directly inside the global value chain. The global value chain is an interconnected digital network where businesses across continents constantly trade capital, data, and specialized execution. Thanks to hyperspeed communication, remote infrastructure, and universal cloud systems, a startup in Tokyo can utilize an operational module designed by an operator in London to solve a bottleneck for a market in New York. When you position your skills as a modular asset, you exploit the natural price and talent discrepancies of this global network. You don't apply for localized job postings. Instead, you integrate into global freelance marketplaces, specialized B2B protocol networks, and digital ecosystem platforms. You leverage advanced AI systems to translate, format, and customize your core asset for different cultural and economic frameworks. If one region hits an economic recession, your business model remains completely unaffected because your assets are plugged into growth vectors on the other side of the planet. You aren't chasing a salary. You are capturing a global equity yield on your intellectual property. Section 4. Implementing AI systems for infinite scale. The core mechanism that allows a modular career to out-earn a traditional corporate executive is the strategic deployment of AI-driven infrastructure. In the old paradigm, running an independent global consulting or service operation required massive human overhead. You needed administrative assistants, data entry teams, and manual project managers just to keep the operational gears turning. By automating your modular asset with advanced artificial intelligence workflows, you eliminate the friction of scale entirely. You use AI agents to continuously scan global market data, identifying companies that are facing the exact operational bottlenecks your module solves. When a transaction is initiated, AI pipelines handle the initial client intake, ingest the necessary corporate data, structure the analysis frameworks, and prepare the foundational execution templates without you lifting a finger. Your role shifts entirely from a manual laborer doing the repetitive heavy lifting to a high-level strategic architect who verifies the output parameters and refines the core logic of the plugin. Because the marginal cost of deploying your asset to another client is effectively zero, you can handle 10 times the volume of a traditional corporate department while maintaining a 90% profit margin. You are no longer trading your limited time for money. You are running a high-yield digital asset network. Section 5. The ultimate takeaway. The conclusion is absolute. The age of relying on a single corporate gatekeeper for your financial safety is over. True career sovereignty belongs to those who build portable, scalable, modular assets that plug directly into the global digital network. Stop renting your life to a single employer. Re-engineer your skills, automate your workflows, and claim your position in the global value chain. If this video completely disrupted how you view your career strategy, hit that like button to push this message to more professionals who are stuck in the employment trap. Check out the description below for our tactical resources and architectural frameworks to start building your own modular asset system this year. Subscribe to keep formatting your mind for hyperleverage, and I will see you in the next reality check. Stop working for a job description. Go build your asset.